welcome to another mini episode of the Cat Lady podcast. My name is Andrea. I'm the Cat Lady. You can find me on social media as the Cat Lady, Ravelry group, the Cat Lady podcast, Facebook page, the Cat Lady Craft All the Things. I'm hanging out everywhere. Instagram, the Cat Lady. And typically I do my mini episodes as kind of tutorials-esque, kind of more just showing you what I'm doing. In my last episode I mentioned I was receiving a pound of raw fleece from Goat Hill Ranch. I don't know what it was. And so it is here. I have my, it doesn't look like much, but it will, it'll blossom into something pretty great, incredible. But oh, it smells very sheepy. This is Devo. I am in my basement where my cats reside due to this troublemaker here. But so here's the raw fleece. It's kind of a brownish color right now, but it should clean up a creamy white. It is a BFL cross Scottish Mule. And name of the sheep was Merlot. And again, this was Goat Hill Ranch fiber. And I got it on Etsy at goathillranch.etsy.com or something like that. Whatever, you can do a search on Etsy, but there's the label. So yeah, I'm going to go through my process of washing this and getting it ready to spin. She sent me a sheet of instructions that I'm going to follow as best as possible. So I'm going to take off my wedding rings actually. And I'm probably going to forget that I put them up there. So someone remind me later. I'm in for the total process. Thanks, Steve. I'm going to need vinegar. I'm going to need, and I got everything she used. So she recommended the Ajax orange. So I got that. I have a pair of rubber gloves. And then I have this little thingy of conditioner. It's not, she said use like Suave or something, but this is like one I had from a box of hair dye. So just a little bit left over. So I'm just going to put a little dab in there at the end, just to soften it up. Purple gloves to go with my purple hair. That was not intentional. So, step one, remove cat from bin that I'm going to wash wool in. So I'm using a Rubbermaid bin because I needed a 10-gallon, she recommends a 10-gallon bucket or something. So I have my laundry tub here, but it's kind of dingy and I don't have a plug for it. And I have this 5-gallon bucket, which, I mean, looks like this would be enough in here, but this will be better. So step one, and there's going to be a lot of editing on this because there's a lot of wait time and you don't need to watch me fill up a bucket. So, but the first thing was to get 10 gallons of 140-degree water. I measured the temperature of my water today and it was 135, so I'm going to kind of go with it. So 135 water and about 3 seconds of soap is her scientific method. So here we go. So these are, I'm going to put 2 5-gallon buckets in, which is close to 5 gallons. I don't have it full, but I'm going to leave it on this table here. So let's hope I don't splash it everywhere. Well, that was 2 seconds worth of soap in the first bucket, so I'm going to add another second worth of soap in the next bucket. Hot and soapy, that's the rule. So, I have 10 gallons of water, approximately, in a bucket. Add your raw wool that has any large hay particles removed, which according to the listing, this has been heavily sorted, so all that big debris should be removed. Gently push the wool into the water. It says to use a spatula or stick, and I should have grabbed something. So I'm not supposed to use my hands, but I do have these gloves on, so hopefully it will be okay. Now I'm using the mop handle here. Here goes something. I'll kind of spread it out a little bit. It works well with the gloves, so gently push it into the water. I want to have pretty much minimal contact with the wool, since it will felt. I don't want a big pile of felt. It's not what I'm going for. I'm gonna swooshing the soap over top of it. I got lots of soap, so. Okay, that is step one. And I'll show you what it looks like. As I drop my phone in the water, right? So there it is, soapy bath of wool. And this is supposed to sit for 20 to 30 minutes. So I will be back in 20 to 30 minutes. Probably closer to 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes. How about I'll be back in 25 minutes. And we're back. It's been 25 minutes on my timer. And we're on to step 2. Okay. Run a clear rinse in the tub. Water will be hot. Okay, fish the wool out with some tongs. Gentle, never swish ring. Let it soak for 20 minutes. Okay, so now we're gonna rinse. I put a lid on this so the cats wouldn't jump in. Not that they would, but you know. Not leaving a tub full of hot water for them to play in. So we're gonna fish out the wool. And I'm just gonna I'm not really sure where I'm going to put it. Maybe I can just pile up in the corner of the sink. Water is pretty dirty, so it's a good sign. Getting the dirt out of here. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Water in there. No, probably not. It's pretty dirty. So that's good. So now, I think I got it all out of there. Wait, that is dirty water. Yeah. Oh, show. So now I need to dump the dirty water and get clean water in here. So I think I'm going to dump it outside so that I'm not dumping dirty water all over the wool that I just put in the sink. Okay, I have 10 gallons-ish of hot water in my bucket again. So now we are going to get this stuff in the rinse. And it's still dripping some dirty water here. But it's okay. This is supposed to be an easier fleece to wash. As it's more sturdy, I guess. Has harder to felt. So let's hope that's true. Okay, so that's in there. Turn it on and set our timer for another 20 minutes. Now, I need to take Emily to karate and do a bunch of stuff for the rest of the day. So I don't know what's going to happen here. So probably shouldn't have started it today, but I was too excited. Okay, so I ended up waiting 20 minutes, not on purpose. I forgot to look at the clock, and all of a sudden my alarm went off. Gotta get the kids up, gotta go to karate, so we're gonna do this next. So, I've been rinsing, and at this point, I'm not gonna be able to do the next step, so I'm just going to gently take this out. And press some of the water out of it gently. It's definitely looking cleaner. I mean, the tips are a little cream colored, and I don't know if that's what they're supposed to be, or I want to say that's what it was supposed to be. So I want to say it's looking pretty clean. Hoping it's not felting. Some of it looks like it might be. Maybe not. I don't know. But I'm gonna comb it all out, so it should comb out okay, I think. I don't really know what I'm doing, so. Okay, but it came out in 2 big chunks again. So that's that for now. The next step. Ooh, getting the floor all dirty. Next step, it would be a vinegar soak and a little bit of conditioner. And then drying. So, we will come back to that because I gotta get out of here. So stay tuned. Alright, so I decided to just let it out to dry for now because I was a little nervous. I do think it could be washed more, so I'm actually going to send a couple pictures to the woman who sold it to me and get her opinion. But I do feel like, I don't know, is that like starting to felt there? I don't really, I mean, I don't know. So I didn't want to throw it in the wash again. And then some of it looks still a little dingy here, so like, for the most part it looks okay. I mean, there's still bits of matter in there, but that's going to come out when I comb it. But again, is this looking felted? Maybe? I mean, or is it just tangled? I don't know. Because I don't know, this is the first time I've done it. So, all in all, most of it looks pretty good. I mean, it's going to be interesting, like, separating it into locks. It all looks like it's kind of tangled. So, as far as combing it out, you know, it feels like it's all kind of starting to stick together. So, that's what I worry about. So, I will let this dry. Yeah, I don't know. Makes me a little nervous. But I will let this dry just on a rack in my garage. And I will wait to hear back from the seller on what I should do next. So stay tuned. Hi! Here we are, day 2 now. So I let it sit. I took it, like I said, I took it out to dry and I let it sit overnight. I emailed Christy from the Goat Hill Ranch, and she said it was looking okay. It was getting a little disorganized, so it could go for another round of wash. She recommended a mesh bag, which I don't have a mesh bag. I usually use a pillowcase for my clothes and stuff, so I'm using the pillowcase, and hopefully that'll work. She also mentioned maybe the water wasn't hot enough. Like I said, it was 135. She recommends 140, so I boiled a pot of water that I'm going to start with. And I put my soap in already this time. Still very hot. So, starting with my pot of boiling water, and then I'm going to add my hot water accordingly, and I will take the temperature. And it still says it's 135, so maybe it wasn't that hot. Maybe it was only like 125 yesterday, because I didn't actually measure the temperature. I measured it upstairs for early, so we're just gonna go with it. It's looking a lot cleaner, so I think it's just needs another round, that's all. The water was still pretty dingy when I took it out of the rinse water, so. Alright, so here's my bag of kind of organized. Children are crying upstairs. Fleece. I'm gonna put my gloves back on. And she said to let it sit for an hour this time, so I'm just gonna let it. I'm gonna submerge it in there and let it. Why is David crying? No. Because it's not snack time yet. We just had breakfast. No. Oh, I don't know if I'll keep that in or if I'll edit that out, but we'll see. It's real life, folks. Real life. So, put the lid on and let it sit for an hour. Let's see how we do. Hi, we're back again. It's been about an hour and it's nice and warm on top, so the kitty likes to, Devo's enjoying laying on top of this, so. But it's time to move, buddy. Kitty break, kitty break. Okay. Time to move, bub. Gotta see what's inside. I know it's nice and warm. Oh. Okay. So, we have been soaking this for an hour. And I think it's going to be easier to take out now because it's in that bag. That drain out. Get the water started again. Now we'll do the rinse again. And we're just gonna press out some of this water. It's dirty water. Now we will set our bag into the rinse water. And we shall let it be for about a half an hour. Okay, I'm just looking at what's next. So vinegar rinse next, so we'll be doing a couple more rinses. And then, now I'm hoping I can get it outside in the sun today because that will help speed up the dry process because it was still damp when I woke up this morning, and that was, you know, overnight in the garage, all laid out on a rack. So nice hot sun should speed that up a little bit. So I will be back. Okay, half an hour has passed. This is going to be one choppy video. But anyways, let's see what we got. Whoops, water all over my floor again. Get about that condensation. So, put my gloves on. I'm going to show you a picture of how I have my phone here. It's like attached to a water bottle, so I'll show you a picture. It's kind of silly, but DIY. Still little chunks of stuff that's going to come out after when I start combing it out. So at this point I'm going to consider it washed. Now we're going to do the vinegar and then a conditioner. So we're just going to plug it away. I'm going to fill up the tub and then I'll talk at you again. Okay, half cup vinegar filled to mostly 10 gallons. I'm getting a little lazy here, so it's a little less, but that's plenty of water in there. So now we'll stick our sack in there again. Now this says to only let it sit in the vinegar for 10 minutes. So we'll be back in a jiff. 10 minutes, and then we'll do the conditioner rinse. See how that goes. All right. Be careful with the lid this time. Quickie vinegar rinse is complete. One more rinse. Oh, clogging up my glasses. So last time we're going to fill up our hot water and put in a little conditioner. One more dunk. Lots of prayers. Okay, 15 minutes of the conditioner soak, and then out to dry again. I set up my racks outside, so hopefully some cool breezes and some sun will hasten the drying process. So I will see you soon. And we're back. Here's my helper cat on the warm bin. So cute. Okay, and very furry. So we're gonna take it out and we're gonna be hopefully done. Okay, buddy, you gotta move. Do I need to set up a hot water bin for you every day? And Emily thinks I'm talking to her. So I'm gonna lay my towel out here. Can't really see. Let's see. Nope. Not gonna be able to see what I'm doing, but just laying it on top of my washing machine. Bag, kind of flatten it out, and I'm just going to roll it up. Still smells kind of sheepy. It's kind of funny. You just all think of that. Whoa, smells like you're on a farm. Smells like a wet sheep. Okay. Now to lay it out to dry again and see how, and to figure out what my children are doing. All right, so we are drying it outside, nice and sunny, and feels really warm in the sun. I got a rack on top of the rack, she mentioned, so that it doesn't blow away. It looks pretty good. Some of the major dirtier tips that I saw earlier, I'm not really seeing. There might be still a few spots here and there, but overall it looks good. Doesn't look any different as far as being clumpy than it did before, so I think we did good. So now we just play the waiting game. Hopefully it'll be dry by the end of the day. So there you have it. There is how I washed a pound of raw fleece.